For those that consider themselves lovers of the land and people of Israel, this is indeed a time of either great elation or worry. We saw the completion of the election in Israel and clear support for Netanyahu, and so of course there are those who are elated, who are happy about how things turned out, and there are those who are concerned, who are worried about where Israel is going. But regardless of your political persuasion, we here in the diaspora in Minnesota, members of Bet Shalom, we can still do a great deal for Israel and for the people of Israel. You've heard us talk about the upcoming WZO elections and how important our support is for Artsakh. Perhaps you've even voted already. And if you have, that's great. We thank you for the vote and hope that you will tell others they too should vote, because we have still until April 30th to cast these votes and to show our support for Artsakh. And so I want to share with you just a few reasons why it's important that you do that. First of all, Artsakh is a great advocacy organization in Israel. They advocate for gender equality, for religious pluralism. They advocate for a two-state solution to the Palestinian-Israeli conflict, all things that are important to we Reform Jews. And so, for the purpose of advocating our values in Israel, vote for Artsakh. Since 2006, there has been great growth in the reform movement in Israel, and I think that we can thank all of the Jews in the diaspora who turned out to vote for the WZO elections in that year. That was the last time there were WZO elections, World Zionist Organization. And because of that vote, more than $20 million in the past 9 years has been given to reform development and reform institutions in Israel, simply because we in the diaspora voted. So in that time, we have seen the number of reform congregations double. We have seen leadership from the reform movement elevated to the helm of the WZO and JNF, two organizations that have a great voice in how land in Israel is used. So through our partners, through Artsakh, through those elected to those positions, we can continue to advocate for environmental awareness and proper use of the land, not using the land for settlements. Because of our voting for Artsakh, we can show strong support for non-Orthodox Judaism in Israel. And if we don't vote, we are sending a message. We're sending a message that we don't care about Israel, and that only strengthens those who oppose Artsakh and those who oppose reform values in Israel. And in this election, we have one added bonus for voting for Artsakh. If you look at the slate, you'll see that our own Rabbi Cohn is a candidate, a candidate to be a delegate to Artsakh this fall. He will be there to express our values and to represent us if you vote for Artsakh and you vote for that slate that Rabbi Cohn is on. I am proud to consider myself a Zionist. I'm proud to consider myself one who truly loves Israel. But of course, I worry about so many things having to do with Israel, security, and all of those things we think about and see in the news all the time. But I also worry about Israel's soul, and we can support reform values that we care about in Israel simply by going to Artsakh's website and voting for Artsakh in the WZO elections. We hope you will do that.